Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2. It's going to be BYUN and Dark. Here on site Delta, top to left, it's going to be BYUN. Bottom right, it's going to be Dark. Should be an excellent ZVT from two elite players for you this Sunday. I do try to pick matchups that are fairly close for Sunday casts, and on the other days as well, but I specifically try to choose elite matchups for Sunday. So let's go ahead and see what BYUN's going to do here today. Based on this placement of the supply depot, I think it's going to be two barracks walling off multiple Reapers here that Dark will have to defend. So let's go ahead and see how Dark handles that. He should know by now that BYUN likes to do multiple Reapers. We got ourselves a hatch first play at 16 supply here from Dark. We got a barracks coming up here from BYUN. We've got gas starting here. And yeah, just all is well here on site Delta. Hit the like button if you're excited to see what BYUN is going to do to slow down Dark. Yep, 2 racks here. Not a 1 racks expand play, but a 2 racks expand play, but maybe a 3rd racks based on this positioning here. We will have to see. Dark throws down the spawning pool at the edge of his creep, as he has wont to do here in 2024. Maybe just to see Reapers coming in. Other than that, I don't know. It feels a little bit exposed to me, but Dark is a world champion, and I am not. So we will defer to Dark's reasoning here. So yeah, 2 racks, Reaper opening here from BYUN, which has been copied by other Terran players, but I don't feel like anybody else does it quite as well as BYUN here. So this Reaper name here from Joshua is going to be Squishy Muffins. After winning multiple Rocket League tournaments, the UNSC took notice of his ability to pilot his car and decided to see how he would do in a Reaper suit in a fight against the Zerg. Whoa, EPM, huh? That's not what I wanted at all. That's a Control V, I think, or Control Shift V. Yeah, so I'm guessing Squishy Muffins is a Rocket League player. I do not watch professional Rocket League. I don't play Rocket League. I don't watch casual Rocket League. Not really my thing, but I'm kind of impressed with its staying power, to be honest with you. I thought it was fun when it first came out, but no part of me was like, it's going to be a fairly big hit still in 2024. So congrats to them for keeping it fresh on some level. Yeah, so these Lings are fighting. The Queen seems a little bit late here, no? Necessitating some extra Lings, but the extra Lings are also about the fact that there's multiple Reapers here too, right? So yeah, good dodge on that KD8 charge. Queen gonna go for the inject. Because, throwing down a creep tumor here when there are multiple Reapers out is just good luck, man. Good luck. Ooh, the Reaper's gonna force a cancel on this 3rd base. That'd be pretty rad. You know, that's another thing this multiple Reaper opening can do, is force a total cancel on this hatchery. They've got enough DPS. Just barely enough DPS to kind of do it. They're trying to get there before speed finishes. Throwing down a creep tumor so that you can actually walk over there and oh, it's the cancel. Not even close to a save. And the drone dies. That is what we like to see. That was amazing out of BYUN. Dude, these creep tumors really important now for Dark all of a sudden. BYUN's 2nd base is finished. Dark's 3rd base doesn't exist, nor is it on the way. What a great opening from BYUN this has been. So he ended up making 4 Reapers. None of them died. He ended up killing a drone, which just goes to speak of the control there from Dark to not lose any of those Lings with that early aggression. He didn't. Man, that is so awesome by BYUN. I mean, you can't ask for a lot more than this opening where your 3rd base is almost done and Dark's is just starting. That's great. So BYUN, he's in a place to win this game. Although, you know, we're talking about Dark here. Dark is abjectly terrifying. He will murder you and all of your puppies, given the chance. He just is a stone cold killer, and he will destroy you at any given moment in time. So, what do we got over here? 3rd base, going to upgrade that to an orbital before we land it on location. Going to go for those mules, go for that extra income boost. And at this point, Dark just seems to be making queens, making drones, spreading creep, being out here with the Lings on some level. But man, Reaper Hellion is such a good anti-Zergling composition. The map control belongs to BYUN right now, my brain wanted to say. Belongs to BYUN right now. What's going on in the world? So the Tower of God anime, Tower of God Season 2 on Crunchyroll popped up. It started, I think, last month. They're doing weekly releases. Really enjoying that. The webtoon It is a Korean animator and writer, or artist and writer, who's making it. So it's not Japanese, but it definitely has a lot of influences from Japanese anime and manga and stuff. Anyway, yeah, season 1 is great. Watched it with my daughter. She's, how old is she now? 11? She's 11 now. And she really enjoys. She really had some strong feelings about the season finale, too, which is interesting because everybody does. And it was interesting to see her join the party there. Anyway, recommended. Tower of God on Crunchyroll, pretty good stuff. So, Hellions, again, having control of the minimap here, not doing a great job with any level of clearing this creep, unfortunately, but they're just keeping the pressure up on Dark. The Dark has got, there we go, he's had double evolution chambers for a minute here. He's finally getting a +1 melee attack. He's getting a Baneling Nest. Got a 4th base coming up that right side, and BYUN still hasn't landed this 3rd. He is a little bit worried, I think. Tiny bit worried about what's going on here out there. Is worried maybe like a Roach Ravager kind of a thing. Has he scanned? No. So yeah, he hasn't scanned the main base of Dark at all. So this definitely could be a Roach Ravager play. In absence, you know, of all other evidence, except for the fact there's a 4th base, which doesn't really jive that well. Man, these Lings are just sacking themselves, aren't they? 15 Lings have died, and nothing has died from BYUN so far. This is nuts. Yeah, I was going to say, might as well make an armory. Turn these guys into Hellbats for how well they're staying alive here today. This is incredible. Yeah, there you go. Transformation into Hellbats as soon as possible. Now the Medivacs heal you up because now you transformed into biological unit, which again makes no sense lore-wise, but it is what happens here in StarCraft 2. So yeah, this is scan, kill, scan, kill. Banelings do exist. Banelings are great against everything here. Queens too, actually pretty good against everything here. There's the surround. Lings try to engage, fall back, engage, fall back, engage, fall back. This queen count is absolutely terrifying, though. Wow, 11 queens there. One of them went down. That was just Dark's basically investing a ton into queens. You know what's nice with queens is pretty much anything the Terran throws at you, queens in the right position are gonna be fine. They will hold their own against everything. Battle cruisers, liberators, Hellions, Hellbats, Marines, Marauders, even. Yoo! I like the macro hatch inside the main base here. Finally upgrading to a lair. I mean, this is a 7.5 minute lair from Dark. That's late. That is a late lair, but he was preparing for that Hellbat attack. He had 1,000,000 queens. They had upgrade. No, they did not. The queens did not have a Carapace upgrade. But melee attack was part of that defense. Not that the Lings did a lot. It was mostly queens. Centrifugal Hooks is starting. Oh, man. But again, the lair was late, so Centrifugal Hooks is late. So BYUN wanted to get more done with that attack, undoubtedly. He ended up losing, 6 Hellbats for maybe a queen and maybe a handful of Lings here. Undefended 5th base down this bottom side. Not what you want to do if you are Dark here. These Banelings don't have speed yet, but on creep, they're still a threat against Marines. They still will catch up to you. They're a little bit extra zippy there on that creep for sure. Vehicle weapons upgrades coming in here from BYUN. Is he adding, he's adding tanks into the group. He wants to give them upgrades. Drop, swings into the main base. Swing, bada, 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 swing, swing, swing. And holding, no, Spore plus Zerglings plus Queens on the low ground. That drop has to pick up an evac out of there, plus reinforcements are coming in. BYUN's army value, 74 to 76, looking good. Dark expanding to a new 5th base up the right side. He dropped back in. He dropped back in. Oh, well, one of the Medivacs died to something. Oh, the Spore, I guess, killed it. On the other side, though, Queens, once they start, there you go. Once they start falling, good stutter step against the Banes. Not perfect, but probably good enough. Queen down, queen down, queen down, queen down. That's so many queens that have died there. That is looking at 12 queens that have died. There are 0 queens remaining for Dark, and all of a sudden, BYUN's aggression is on fire. Dark counterattacking, picking up reinforcements as they're trying to join this party, but the 3rd base of Dark goes down after getting canceled once already. Hydroling Bane is the play here from Dark. It is the correct choice, but he did not have enough to defend that 3rd base, and it shows. The 3rd base of Dark is pretty undefended too, though, friends. Yeah, I thought about making some Banelings there, decided to get out of there. There was a Widow Mine and a bunch of Marines, and it was a little bit too scary, but yeah, man. Dude, this base dying is such a huge deal. Greed Spirit will keep that Baneling nest alive. Yes, it is Hydroling Bane. What do I always say? Hydroling Bane, yeah, but with Vipers too is really good. Infestation Pit finally coming in, but it's going to take a minute. before we get Vipers on the field here, and we need them for Abducts for these tanks. Blinding Cloud for these tanks. Right? All that stuff is going to have to be a part of the play. BYUN getting a 4th base down this left side. This is really, really good. BYUN with that opening really turned this into a game where he's pretty happy at 10 minutes. He didn't really lose much on the other side. No SCVs have died, and only 6 drones have gone down. But killing hatcheries and canceling hatcheries is how you win a TVZ. I mean, I don't want to say nothing else matters. But it kind of feels like sometimes nothing else matters. Yeah, this group has to pick up. There you go. And down this way. And he's like, oh, you're really, okay. We'll just kill that then. That's fine. 6 base. Widow Mines firing on your Hydralisks. Not a good feel there. Just going to heal up a little bit. Maybe draw the attention of the army because we have an army up north here too. We might try to jump on this base. There are some Lings and Banes and Hydras coming to deal with this. The upgrades are good. It's 2-2 on the Lings, obviously. The Hydras share that 2 Carapace upgrade. They're getting a +1 attack there as well. But 3-3 is coming in from BYUN, ladies and gentlemen. So that's another pickup. The army ready to go. 3rd base does get replanted, but it's a 4-basing BYUN versus a it's a 4-basing Dark. And now he's got 5 bases. He's got some drones ready to go. As soon as that thing pops, no problems whatsoever. Ghost Academy coming in here from BYUN. And charging in. Marauders in front to absorb those Baneling shots if there are any of them. And Banelings run right past Widow Mines. Ow, a little bit of some friendly fire there, but Widow Mine again gets a big hit on that group of Lings. 20 kills on that Widow Mine, dropping the main base, causing all sorts of havoc up here too. Hydras, drones forced to get pulled. On the other side, we got drones are dying all over the place. These guys are super crazy over stim. Their medevacs all have gotten killed by the Hydras, which is really bad. And you would normally fight those Hydras, but the HP levels are way too low for that to happen right now. They do kill another queen. That is a total of 13 queens that have died in this game so far. It is brutal to be a queen out here, man. 13 drones died. But the hatcheries have survived. BYUN up 171 to 136 supply. Can BYUN get this thing going? We got the siege tanks. We got the Widow Mines. Oh, what do I say about taking down Terran players? Medevacs. Kill their medevacs. 5 of them have gone down so far today. There are some on the map. They need to join this group. Look how overstimmed this group is. Oh, never mind. He's like, you thought I wouldn't come back without medevacs. I totally did, and your 5th hatch is dead. Maybe we just evacuate from this position. You know, we got the hatch. We don't have to worry about it. Baneling connection. Widow Mine connection on those Banes too. BYUN falls back. Great tank positioning on this high ground too is so disgusting. We came back in with a 1 Marauder. Dude's got 5 kills. He's going to die to these queens. But he had a pretty good run, all things considered. Trying to expand down here to the south is Dark. We're looking at BYUN not healing up his dudes. Where are your medevacs? Here they are. Okay. So they're new to the party. They don't have a ton of energy, but they will heal to the best of their abilities. BYUN coming down the left side, expanding to a 5th base. Cautiously and casually taking it. No problems, no questions at all. And then marching into this 4th base. Lings alone are not going to get this job done. They do not have Adrenal yet. It's just getting started. But man, with Hydra support and Queen support, it changes into an entirely different scenario. Entirely different. Okay, Dark, are we taking this? I don't know. Is this the 5th base? It was the 5th base, and then it got killed. And then this was the 5th base, and it got killed. I don't know. That's not. Doesn't bode well for Dark, though, does it? 3 hatcheries have gone down here in the first 15 minutes of this game. It's brutal out here. We got Adrenal Glands. We got Adaptive Talons coming in. BYUN's adding the Ghosts into the mix. But that's the trick about Hydraling Bane, is that Ghosts don't have a lot to do against the Hydraling Bane comp. I mean, EMP on the Vipers, Snipe on the Vipers is good. But other than that, I mean, you want to snipe a Hydralisk? I guess there are some lurkers out. Never mind. Ghosts are great, everyone. Ghosts are doing just fine in this game because you can snipe the heck out of these lurkers, and there's not a lot they can do about it. They have Seismic Spines, which they do. They can fight back to some extent, but alone, they're not going to do that very well, you know? Income tab says BYUN has had the advantage over the last 5 minutes. Up and down a little bit. Siege oh, we're going to let the... Okay, siege tank dies, I guess. Is it bait? He's like, come kill this siege tank, and then BYUN jumps on it. Oh, these lurkers are really zoning BYUN out here. Okay, where did the lurkers go? There were lurkers here at some point. Ah, surround! These are not adrenal lings yet, folks. So he does snipe a few of the hydras, but there are so many of them. It's just not as good as sniping un-ultralisk and killing it, you know? Because that represents a ton of resources for the Zerg player. Whereas, like, I don't know, 5 hydras are around you to snipe 2 of them. It's not that big of a deal. More ghosts being added in. Is Dark actually stabilizing in this game? Are we all witness to Dark actually getting into a position to win this thing after the way the first 15 minutes went? Is that what he's doing? Because it's Dark. It's just Dark. It's just what Dark does. Dark takes positions that really should not be winnable and makes them winnable through sheer power of will and force and concentration and knowing when to drone and knowing when to make stuff and knowing when he can afford to get an upgrade, when he can afford to make a hive. Yeah, he's at the point where he's kind of just kicking butt here. He's on the offensive now for really the first time today with these lurkers. Oh, snipe the lurkers. There are so many of them, though. God, the lings jumping on the ghosts. Oh my gosh, that is so bad. Third base in a lot of trouble here. Wandering over to a planetary and just being like, nah, what if we just killed you? All of your SCVs and your planetary died. What is this happening? How is this happening? Dark. When I was like, hey, is Dark kind of stabilizing here? I did not mean was Dark going to walk across the map in the next 60 seconds and win this game. That is not what I intended that to mean, friends. This base needs to be lifted. It's so hard to clear all this out. It's gonna snipe. Lurkers are dying, yes, but 40 SCVs have gone down. 83 to 78 army supply in favor of BYUN. Another lurker shows up. He's only got the 1 kill, but the way he wounds everybody is such a problem. This whole base is just gonna be toast. Toast with the most. Rallied Hydralisk dies. BYUN on the counter rampage here. Does he feel like he can pull it off? God, more lurkers sneaking up this way, though. That orbital is going to explode in midair. Lurkers sieging the natural base, which means that reinforcing units coming in have to deal with this, which means you can't move across the map if these lurkers are here. Snipety, snipe. The medevac count is actually surprisingly good for how chaotic this game has been. 12 medevacs is kind of awesome. But dude, 51 SCVs have died. And like I always say, Terran is not dead until they are dead. I always say that, but this is not looking great. It's 29 workers. This is not even a planetary. This is a saving grace for BYUN right now. It really is. But man, this is one of the games where lurkers are just kind of straight up awesome without Niduses in this matchup. Like, I've seen a bunch of games with the lurkers in this matchup where it's not very good. Unless you kind of Nidus them. It doesn't even get that extractor. That hurts a lot. BYUN is just kind of falling apart. Here at the 18-minute mark of this match, I cannot believe this. But yeah, Liberators, if you don't have too many Hydras, are great. Good snipe on that lurker. Good cautious approach here. Sniping Queens is good. The transfuses, yep, transfuses falling apart and not being part of the plan. This is the whole counterattack play. Okay. So freelings are free. Dark decides not to push in there. BYUN decides he was going to fall back, but he's not anymore. Finally comes back and gets that extractor, which is pretty much a guaranteed win. That was nothing that needed to happen, or nothing that was like hard to deal with. I don't know. Whew, I'm actually losing my words here. This game is so crazy. Dark's up 175 to 139 supply. Look at that income tab go. Deep down. Okay, ghosts are getting some good snipes off. Transfuses are hitting those lurkers in between snipes, which is how you want to do this. It's just so hard to do if you're Dark right now. Yeah, this game... Terran fans everywhere are displeased with how this is going. I don't know how BYUN went. I don't know how BYUN went from a position where I'm feeling great about him to a position where he is losing bad. Like, bad. This is his last source of income, and it is gone, folks. Vipers have joined this party. I'm not sure they've done anything to this point, but they're here. BYUN charges into Lurkertown, USA, kills all of them, is going to take down the hatch. The Army's coming back to deal with it. Widowmine shot thins out that count. Liberators getting some hits off. There aren't actually that many Hydras here. Liberators doing some work. Hydras actually do end up taking the Liberators, and the parasitic bomb on that medevac is really, really bad. Reinforcing units from BYUN are coming in. Lurkers unsupported. Do we want to fight them? Not really, no. BYUN has 8 SCVs remaining. The Zerg swarm is swarming, and I think this is a GG, everyone. I don't know what BYUN has to hold. Is it a GG? Dark. How? Dark. I don't know. Terran fans, you're so sad. I know you are, and I'm so sorry. That was an incredible game from Dark. He is so utterly terrifying. This was it right here. Things were great. And then Dark had enough of a Hydra Lurker Lingbane army to just walk across the map, shut down this 3rd base, shut down this 4th base, get into the natural base, cause all sorts of issues. And from there, it was just BYUN was on the back foot, and on the back foot for the last 5 minutes, it means you're probably not winning the game. He killed 4 hatcheries and 21 drones today, but it wasn't enough. Mainly because he lost 72 SCVs and ended up losing a bunch of medevacs too, which are over here. 11 medevacs. Had 10 at the end of the game. Surprisingly healthy medevac count, but if there's just not enough stuff on the ground to fight, then it doesn't matter, does it? No, he somehow got into 333 upgrades, Adrenal, Seismic Spines, Adaptive Talons, Hydra Range, Hydra Speed. Didn't even really need the Viper stuff. Really didn't even need the Viper stuff. I just haven't seen this level of Lurkers being effective against a Terran player, you know, without Nidus support. It's been so hard. I think maybe BYUN was a little bit late on the Ghost stuff. Maybe there were Lurkers out for a while before BYUN really got into Ghosts. He didn't have the numbers needed to really obliterate that. But Dark did so well having Lings and Banes and Hydras attacking those Ghosts while they were trying to set up snipes on the Lurkers. It really made it hard for them. Number of Ghosts down is 24, and that's a lot. And really, again, Viper play was just non-existent. There were 2 Vipers at the end of the game. No Vipers died. So we made 2 Vipers today. Just Hydraling Bane. Just great control everywhere. Surrounds, picking up reinforcements. That was really big for him the whole time. And then Lurkers doing way, way, way better than they have any right to. I think that was a big part of it as well. Man. So that was great. That was really, really good. Dark gets the win. That's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw, what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.